That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
If you're planning on using Aurora, we respectfully ask you do so in the Members Lounge. Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our Members Lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace. Customers choose our lounge because they desire a more relaxed and sedate journey as they experience the joy of Aurora. We have no blaring music, no crowds, no chaos. The mood here is specifically crafted to allow a full range of mindful self-exploration. On the contrary, our Members Lounge has been specifically tailored for that very task. It's a completely secure and monitored environment where you can enjoy your Aurora without the fear of being disturbed, a rare commodity in Neon. If you desire access to the lounge, you can purchase admittance for a completely reasonable fee. Otherwise, you're welcome to relax, listen to our music, and perhaps enjoy a chimera. It's a specialty alcoholic beverage only served here at Euphorica. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items. No problem. Let me know if you need anything else. Please, don't hesitate to ask. I see. I'd be willing to divulge this information for the right price. When clients come to my bar, they expect a certain amount of discretion. Eroding their trust is not something I'm willing to do for free. Thank you for your business. The man you want goes by the name of Stratos. You'll find him at Madame Savage's. He's what you would call a fan of Miss Borealis's works. Or maybe fanatic is a more accurate term. Either way, he's the one you want. But you didn't hear it from me. Now sit back, relax, and unwind.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one
more. It's getting pretty late. What time is it?
Ebside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right?
A good song can play on repeat for hours, and it never gets old. Oh, yeah, I love her music so much. You a fan of Borealis too? I vibe with that bird hard. She's a beast on the beat, and I love her. Got a track in me head right now. Boom! 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 Yeah, hear it? It's bloody mood, innit? I just need some more Aurora so I can get me head bobbing with the wave. Find that zone. You got the goods, and I'll think about it. I need a hit. Bad. Normally, I'd never leave the Astral Lounge. I can't stand being away from that place. And, but I can't listen to Borealis if I'm not zoning. That bird song deserves the best eye Aurora can fly. Lady, there's no way in hell I'm giving you this. This slate brings me closer to her. As her biggest fan, I feel like I deserve to have it. Well, if you bloody had any, maybe we could talk. Why would I part with the one thing that connects me to her? Yeah, I do want what's best for her. Nah, Borealis's music is made from the heart. It's not something you write down. I don't want that. She should know I appreciate her. Right. She don't even know who I am. I'm keeping the slate. Me and Borealis, we got a connection. I'm not letting you mess with that. Have you been to the Astral Lounge? Borealis. Lady, this slate brings me closer to... Later.
New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have two simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Oh, well, thank you very much for the compliment. I'm told my family tree traces itself back to Europe, on Earth. Specifically the region known as France. A long and proud history, no? Oh, well then, I'm honored to be your first, mon présor. So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? Of course, of course. Anything for my special new customer. Unfortunately, that will have to remain my secret for now. It's safe if the identities of the involved parties remain anonymous. Let's just say I was owed a substantial debt, and the bar was how I got paid, and leave it at that. On my home planet, we have beautiful beaches. And during certain times of the year, the ocean lights up in beautiful spectrums of color. Now, science will tell you that this is from tiny microscopic organisms that are emitting bioluminescent light. But I believe it's so much more. I think it's a dance, a celebration. It's nature's way of giving thanks to the sun for nourishment. It's breathtaking. That is the essence of velocity. It's a toast to nature and all its splendid wonders. A sudden merger of humankind to the cosmos. Made a fresh mix of velocity just for you.
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl. Man, am I glad to hear that. Thank you so much. So, before we finalize anything, I should probably tell you that I'm a member of the Disciples. If that changes your mind, I get it. Not everybody likes associating with gangs. One of Neon's biggest gangs. We mostly operate in Ebside, like the Strikers. No, of course not. I wouldn't involve you in any kind of trouble. The gang's leaders know I'm planning to take a contract job off-world. Thanks. That's a big relief. You wouldn't be the first person to turn me down when they found out. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to discuss my salary. Loyal service doesn't come free. Not when I have debts to pay off. I'll accept your standard going rate, not a credit less. Okay, as long as you aren't trying to screw me. Sorry, but I can't. No, that's okay. I think I got it. I hear you. Okay, fine, I'll take it. Something's better than nothing. Works for me. I'm ready to start whenever. I have a couple things to sort out here, then I'll head to my post. This is going to be fantastic! I've been waiting my entire life to get out of Neon. So long, Captain.
This song's got me. Lady, there's no way in hell. This slate brings me closer to... Well, if you bloody had any. Uh-huh.
Could I get the digital copy of the things I buy?
Takes everything I've got to keep the low house open. But it still doesn't feel like enough. Got a moment to hear about the low house? It mean a lot to me and to others. Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others. That's right. And most people want to. Sometimes they just need a helping hand to pull them up from a dark place and set them on their feet again. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city, but it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need, and I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some. There's too many people suffer. If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philborn Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philborn brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philborn what the holdup is, very politely? This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
Might not be glamorous, but farming's honest work.
Lead on the job. It was for you, everybody. Over there.
Tourist? What she can throw together. It's not like Akila's swimming in museums here.
Fine.
If you're looking for a sidearm, I recommend Laredo's Firearm Factory. They're right here. There's Rolling Arms. Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good and make so many more credits? If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere, either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Dear me, no, Weston's a fine man. If anything, that's why I want more from him. He could do even greater things, if only he could see that. I'm not some stuck-up teetotaler. My problem with the business is more nuanced. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Philburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. Well, I wish you were the one I had to convince. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even better. Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just wish they used it better. Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions. That's reasonable. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. My husband put his foot down and hasn't risked our core business on this. If Henry loses money here, it'll only be from his pet project. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this.
You really going through with it?
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss.
We'll go.
You should try
We'll go.
Filburn's beer. It's brewed in the
Just need to
city,
find
and
a
it
time.
ain't bad.
Neon?
Work hard, play hard.
Barely a part
That
of the
should be the
Freestar
Freestar
Collective.
motto. Kate, hold up.
Howdy.
So, Henry's new batch. How'd it
Late
go over?
one night, Annie Wilcox tried to arrest me for public indecency.
Eloise.
She'll
Really
be a
bad.
terror once she grows
You
up.
should have seen Sam's face when he drank it. It was like he was sucking a lemon. Gladys literally gagged. Everyone's been talking about it.
What? That's
I feel
terrible.
for the folk in the stretch.
I had to give
I
them
try
all
and
free
give a
burgers to
credit or
smooth
two
things
to the
over.
Low House when I'm able.
I took all of Henry's old stuff
Just
off the
let me
menu.
drink in peace.
Can we get a refund?
I'm not looking forward to talking to Henry. But I'll take care of it.
If my shift goes long again,
We only use robots for farming. Surely some of that tech we could patent. Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production instead of wasting time brewing. Something happened to Henry's beer? That's terrible. So terrible. But I'm sure I know nothing about it. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I expect that's the last I'll be seeing of you.
Keep your eyes open.
A good business person shouldn't let their personal... I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone. You must be new to Aquila City. Outside the city walls are dangerous predators. They've been the bane of colonists from day one. Only well-armed and well-trained people walk outside. Otherwise, they become just the latest statistic. You're going to do it? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack.
Should we warn him about the Ashta?
Mom and Dad keep telling me saving me. Wow. The rock might have some work for someone like you.
If we don't, the emergency fund's empty. So please, hurry. That is good news. What was the holdup anyway? Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for the Low House. I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lance is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine. More polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile. But the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory. You are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with that, come back to me.